waiting for? You're listening to the Triggered Force podcast, blood.
Yes, people. Yes, people. What a guan is me, Uncle Cuthbert in the building. yeah, me there. The boss is blood clot back.
My God!
Creative, stop laughing, cause you know see me a world boss like Cartel.
My God!
Yeah, people, you're listening to the one, the only, the notorious Triggered Thoughts Blood Clot Podcast. Yeah, so we're there. And me have me two guests in the building. If you can introduce yourselves them, please.
Yeah, the Geniusdan.
Creative.
Yeah, that we love. Yeah, so, before we get off and we merry we, how you guys are doing?
Good, I've had a good week at work, funny enough. Things have been going good, man.
Why, if work good, that means everything good, man, yeah.
Yeah, so work is going alright.
Alright, and you creative?
Yes, I'm good. I managed to get the house sparkling, so I'm happy.
You know what them say? Clean house, clean mind, so.
My God!
Yeah, man, a good thing that still. But we know, see, the rugrats never go fuck it up quick, so,
My God!
Anyway, so, people, we hope you're all good. Hope everything been smooth like peanut butter for you this week. You understand? Yeah. So today's topic, we are going to be talking about everything. Mainly if you do with sex and S.T.Is and all the risks will come round them thing that we are going to talk about from a big people perspective. You see it? So the episode today is going to be called Flesh Addiction. Yeah. We should have called it the risk of flesh addiction, but we are run with that same way, you see it?
My God!
You understand? So yeah. The reason why we come with this podcast or this episode right now is because we get to realize, say, things have been going on for a long time, alright? So a lot of people have been very promiscuous, doing all kinds of fuckery out the road. Nastiness. Understand? And it coming like the original sanctity of marriage or long-term relationship seems to be dwindling away in the wind. Would you agree, guys? Creative, you agree? Alright.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah. So it seems to be dwindling away in the wind. And in the midst of all of this madness we are going, it seems nowadays the introduction of things like dating apps, yeah, and other things, internet things, social media, it seems like people can express them perversions very freely on all of these type of platforms. And because they can do that, it seems like many people are expressing themselves sexually without the loyalty. Understand? Yeah, without the loyalty. So it seems like the traditional way of doing things in the past is really disappearing, and this nastiness is really growing same time. And then in the midst of that too, you have the risk will come with them things. So you have young people who are younger becoming parents.
My God!
Yeah. Me now say that is always a bad thing, but it's the mindset of the parents them. And when you have the mindset of them parent there, we are grow picnic, this is where you have the classical example of babies growing babies. So, the consequence of that is when baby grow baby, the adult can't teach the baby wiseness. So the baby grow up less wiser than the adult who don't have much wisdom. So it's a recipe for disaster because them baby now come out, grow bigger, and you start seeing the things out a road where you see today. You understand?
My God, my God, my God.
Things like more promiscuousness,
My God, my God, my God.
sexual confusion,
My God, my God, my God, my God.
lack of respect for woman,
My God, my God, my God.
lack of respect for man.
My God, my God, my God.
Everything. Even sexual health.
My God, my God, my God.
You understand? So, I'm going to pass the button over to one of you guys. Your choice. And say your piece after my piece. Until there is peace. Yeah, man. Go on. Who want to go first?
Go on, creative.
Hoping you were going to go first. But, sexual,
Flesh addiction, but you can talk about anything to do with the risk of, everything.
I think when it comes to sex addiction, there's a lot of reasons why you would want to be sexual. When you're very emotional, you want comfort. Some find it in other places, but a lot of people tend to find it in the arms of a man or a woman. You want to feel whatever it is that you're missing in that moment, that's what you want. And we tend to seek that in another person because you want the heat, you want the touch, you want that physical connection. But with that being said, there's times that when you're under the influence and you're being reckless, poor decisions get made, and the outcome can be very bad. Sometimes, sometimes you can get away with it in the sense of all you're leaving with is a broken heart, or a baby. You could say that's heavy, but for me, I think having a baby is better than leaving with HIV or AIDS. So, everything has its consequences and stuff like that. So I think that when we're getting caught up in our emotions and or we think or take emotions out of it, you just think you're having fun. You want to run the streets, you're young, you want to have a bit of fun, you want to be loose with it. You're not really thinking about, okay, this is fun for now, but what it can do to your body, when it's constantly being done, eventually, you start mashing up your body. You start mashing up true connection because you're so used to sleeping about that having a real connection with a man and a woman is a struggle.
My God, my God.
So there's so much more to it. We just think about it as laying down with somebody and that's just fun. But you're waking up, as Genius would say, with spiritual demons. You're thinking, why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling like that? Because the man has, especially the man, whatever he's feeling, once he's let loose inside of you, you take on whatever he's feeling, he walks away free. And then you're wondering why you're walking around feeling like garbage. It's because you're giving yourself away. And if you're not just doing that with one person, you're doing that with 3-4 men for the week or however you want, how many you're going to take for that month. Just imagine, it's not good. It's not good, man.
My God.
Very, very well said. I like that. Yeah, man. Broke it down nicely, But
Thank you.
we have to question you with one something there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take offense, please. This is for the listeners, them, you know. You know, when you say the part there about I agree, but you say the part there about living with a baby is better than living with HIV.
Yeah.
What happen if, say for instance, two people are getting what Jada say, entanglement, yeah, and then let's just say the man treat the woman very disrespectfully, you know, and then them part 2 years and the woman realize say the man a fuckery, yeah, and she find out that she pregnant after. Would you believe say that is a decent situation to be in? Just asking.
No, it's not a decent situation, but if you're going to weigh out the pros and the cons, wouldn't you rather that than you know, having AIDS or HIV for the rest of your life? So I'm not saying you want either, but if you had to make a choice, I'm sure most would you rather take the baby. You know, you deal with that consequence instead. Most definitely.
We just want to put that out, just to make the listeners know, so you know, promote the idea of having the baby, but you know, not that is always a bad thing, but you know, put that out there, but just to make them know, so you know what I say. Yeah, just to make it clear to the audience. Yeah. I think that you know, I know we're not talking about that topic per se, but yeah, just try and find the right man that you know, and take your time, get to know somebody so that at least you know you look after the child even if the relationship breaks down. So no, I'm not promoting that you have a baby instead of an STD. We know what you was trying to say, you know. We just try to make you expand so the audience get what you said, because if you leave it like that, sometimes the audience might think a little different, and we want them to get to know the proper side of creative thoughts too. You understand?
My God!
So you as a genius. What you say about that thing?
It's a number of factors, I believe. You know, pornography addiction as well.
My God!
Massively, Pornhub.
Blood clot, you man even know the name.
My God!
What is this?
And being open up to sexual activity, or you know, as a child, sometimes you know, these children watch adult stuff that they grow up now, being mature for their age, experimenting, you know, watching DVDs, going behind their parents' back. The dark web is a massive problem as well. A lot of these children know how to access certain materials. They buy certain materials from their friend. They think it's fun.
Can you explain to the listeners before you carry on, sir, what the dark web is? Because they might be listening and scratching them and thinking what the blood clot is that. So just give them a little clarity, please.
The dark web is basically it's a website with a lot of illegal activities, and certain, depending on who you know, can determine on how you access it. But it's a lot of pornography, pedophilic material, basically banned material that if it was traced back to you, you could get in serious trouble.
My God!
So yeah, they call it the dark web because of the kind of material and content that is actually on that website. And I believe that in order for you to access it, you need, people know people, isn't it? So me personally, I've never, I don't even know how to access it, and I've never gone on it. But I've managed to get hold of, I believe it was named Robert Hunt, basically one British paedophile guy. He was on the dark web, doing disgusting, horrible stuff to kids. Like, just, I can't even talk. It just mess up your head, man. It's terrible. Guy was in babies in front of like thousands of viewers. So yeah, this dark web, people, there's millions of pedophiles, man. And imagine people pay extra to get to see live footage of this young man torturing a 6-month-old.
My God!
So I say this to say this. Sometimes, depending on what we view with our eyes, because remember the eyes are the window to our soul. We have to buy these eye gates very carefully, man, because there are some stuff that once you see it, it's very hard to unsee. You see what I mean? There's even now, you find it. I'm hearing, people watching porn. Porn now. You got the transgender porn. You got it's very, very messy, man. And I feel that porn is a very, very massive gateway to over-sexualizing people.
My God!
Severe addiction. I've heard of even situations where, brothers and sisters end up troubling each other. Recently I heard of someone that I know was telling me that their friend, the son is under the age of 12, but, once again, just, taking personal belongings from the sister. You see what I'm saying? And, experimenting. Oh, it's mad. They say...
What do you mean personal belongings?
As in undies.
My God!
You mean, so you're my mama youth?
My God!
But, like going off, even in the school now, it's a safeguarding issue, even now having to, not allowed to go toilet on their own, because this person will use the opportunity now to leave the lessons and go on, It's quite sad, man, yeah. Yeah, it's sad.
Boy, that is a madness. So this dark web now, I am guessing, is it something that we use, not that me asking for myself, just for the clarity for the listeners. Is it something that you use that is untraceable?
It can be untraceable depending on if you use VPN. There was one guy that was running a pedophile ring in Australia, and what's his name? Robert Huckle. Yeah, that's it. Robert Huckle from the UK went to one of the Asian countries, and he got found out because obviously they managed to come across the make of the camera that it was using, and they were able to trace that and ask, where this make of camera, and it was mad. And the guy that was in Australia that got caught, he was on Facebook trying to he wanted to buy a part for his car, and they happened to see the background on his Facebook page, and the FBI, man, they swooped in, man, and fixed his business. These sickos.
What?
Yeah, people, and you know what it is. You see, with this over-sexualization, there's two things that can happen. If the person wants a bigger buzz or a higher experience, then they'll go for the more hardcore experience, which means that they look at experimenting in something that's hard. You got masochism, which is basically, like some people, they like to be beaten, whipped.
What you call it?
Masochism.
Never hear of that,
Yeah, you would have heard of that. That's where people get pleasure from pain, sexual activity. So for example, your missus might want to burn you with the iron. Is what I mean?
What you call me?
Huh? Sorry, Cuthbert.
Blood clot.
My God!
He's done it again.
You know why? Because I'm so used to Verse doing this. You have to start.
Rah. Carry on and say what you have to say, man.
Yeah, man. So so Cuthbert, your missus might want to burn you with the iron, and people might laugh, but people get turned on by these things, man. Listen, ain't no iron turning me on, man. And some people like to be beaten, whipped, strangled.
We see one video with one woman, like a mistress, kick the man in him balls.
My God!
Yeah. It's very, yeah, man. And I would say, you have to guard your children from a young age, man, from these things, so that they don't end up getting into stuff that once they get into it, it's very hard for them to get out of. Because this is how you find that people end up You find that sexual abuse takes place. You know, siblings troubling siblings. It's mad. You know what I mean? But that, in obviously what we're saying, that is, I would say, one of the main contributors to that. You know what I mean? Some people, as well, they find that they struggle to have one partner. So what they all intend to do now is have multiple partners. The danger that you have with that now is you run the risk of getting sexually transmitted demons or sexually transmitted diseases. And the problem with that is you have some people, they're just so wicked, man. They know they got something and they'll still go and poke around and pass it around like tennis balls, back and forth. You know what I mean? And before you know it now, you got an epidemic or a pandemic. You see on your hands, because some of these stuff that some of these sexual transmitted diseases, some of them are not curable. And the thing is, especially if you're someone that doesn't like to, adhere to instructions, and you're told now if you've got something, they say to you, you can't no sex for 7 days. Some people can't even do without it for 1 day, let alone 7 days.
Me know a few man will ignore that rule and carry on,
Yeah, then what happens now? It turns, the antibiotic that is prescribed to you to get rid of that infection now becomes a superbug now, which means now they start to give you, tablets like 500 mg and you see when something becomes resistant, you're in trouble now, because what happens now is you take these things now, your body now builds up an immune system, so the antibodies now build up. And they recognize, because remember, these medications, they're foreign bodies, isn't it? So what will happen now is when you take these things now and you keep taking this thing, your body now identifies it and now it becomes resistant to it. And when something becomes resistant now, you have a problem. You know what I mean? You have all things like NSU, which is non-specific urethritis, burning sensation in the vaginal area, or the the in a man's case, the penis. You have chlamydia, same thing, discharge. They will say, what is it? Same thing, burning sensation. The one that is, which is quite serious, is gonorrhea.
My God!
The next thing is what people, take it serious, because some sexual transmitted diseases can make you sterile. If it's not caught in time, it's a problem. It can stop you from producing, kids. It's serious. And the thing is, sometimes you can have things like chlamydia and not know you have it, because sometimes the symptoms are not always visible. Because normally what comes with that is like a discharge, burning sensation, stuff like that. But once you've had it for a long time, down below it starts to smell funky.
My God!
Ask me how I know about all this stuff, because I did research. Obviously, when I was young, in my younger days, obviously things happen. I experienced one or two things, but I educated myself on these things to make sure.
Experience what? What you experience?
STD.
Which one did you catch?
NSU.
NSU. What that stand for?
Non-specific urethritis.
And what that do?
That's burning sensation.
That's it.
And discharge.
Okay. And
So basically, so what it is when you go weed, you can see that there's like it's cloudy. That's how you know that you've got a sexually transmitted disease, because it's cloudy.
Right.
Yeah, it's cloudy. And then what happens is to get tested, they put like a little rod. It's very uncomfortable, man. It's a form of swab, and they do 2 swabs, and then they put it on some bacteria, like the little testing thing, and then.
So when they push the rod?
In a woman's case, they do a swab. They put something up her area.
What's that area? You can't say the word.
My God!
Fucking hell, man. You're goody 2 shoes, don't it?
My God!
What's the area?
The vagina.
My God!
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And then it's very uncomfortable, man. You know, it's and this is what they have to do every time to test to see if you've got anything. You know what I mean? And then
You scream when them put the rod up there.
Man, it's sometimes depending on depending on what happens, you tell them like what's going on, man. Like, you know, you say to them, go easy. You know what I mean? Because I believe that a lot of them can be spiteful, man.
Yeah, for real.
Can be spiteful. You know what I mean? Huh?
For real.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, they do. This is what I mean, and it's like they're not happy in their job. No, it's bad. This is what I mean, because obviously you go there to get help, man. If you're not happy in your job, man, then sod off and go and find something else. This is what I mean. But it's people's lives, man. This is what I mean.
So if them, but we're not tired to take you off course, but if they are gonna be spiteful and push something up your way in your penis hole way, in a way where it'll go hurt you or you know give you a little bit of trauma, the likelihood is that you might not want to come back next time if you feel like you catch something, don't?
No, you would think that, but it's not as simple as that, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes things happen. People meet new partners. You know, people have stuff that they're unaware that they have. And then, just what I mean? And the thing is, don't get it twisted. Even if you're wearing a condom, you can still get these transmitted diseases. Because remember, if any contact within that area, you can give you that. You can contract the chlamydia or NSU or the STD, just that contact. You know what I mean? So it's man, it's in people's best interest to just live a clean life, man, and just stick to one partner. So I mean, because at the end of the day, you end up paying the price.
Very true, very true.
I mean, I've seen worst case scenario as well. I remember one time, I went to St. George's Hospital in Tooting. And on Thursdays only, they were doing a HIV test where you get the results on the same day.
My God!
I've always known that they do this, but I've always said, nah. But then one day, this was when I was living in Crystal Palace, and one day I said to myself, the simple fact that I'm scared to do it tells me that, you know what? I'm living I'm living a dodgy life. So one day I said, let me go and get it done.
Living dangerously.
Yeah. So I thought to myself, you know what? Let me go and get it done. I went to get it done early in the morning, and they said, okay, you have to come back in the evening. For the whole day, man, I was on edge. For the whole day, man, I'm not gonna lie to people, man. Because you know what it is, at the time when I was young, obviously I'd been with, a lot of people. And a lot of it was protection, but, as you do, one or two. But all it takes is just that one time. You know what I mean? That one time. So I could never say on my hand, I'm completely, I don't know. You never know. You know what I mean?
My God!
Yeah, man, for the whole day I was on edge, man. I went home, I was on edge. I was like, I was tormented, man. Because I just didn't, I was thinking, what's the results going to say? So, I went back and the guy was like, wait. And he took it out. I was like, yes! He said, yeah, you're clear. So.
My God!
You must have been happy. Must have want to jump up and want to click it to heal them together.
Sometimes you see like it would be a deterrent for people to say, you know what? No, man. Let me just fix up. But sadly, it doesn't work like that, man.
So you say after you was cleared, you carry on reckless?
Yeah, man. You just went back. And did did what I did. I realized.
It happens though. You get caught up, don't you, in the emotions sometimes, and you just trust me. I've been there with that HIV scare myself. To be honest, I tell you what, right. The doctors called me up and they were like, the tests came up because was it with the HIV thing? I didn't have it, but it came up because they said apparently it's sensitive. If you've got a cold or anything like that, it can sometimes trigger that. So,
yeah, because HIV is associated with having flu and cold and all them things, don't it?
Yeah. So when I was shitting myself. I was shitting myself, and I had to talk to my older two, and I said, "Look, mate, I've got to go and sort some things out." But so basically, they sent me back there. I did the test, and they were like, "No, you're fine. Everything's fine." You know, and oh my gosh, my Lord. That's the most. And here's the joke about it: I use protection.
But that's what I said. That worked.
So that was so scary.
So let's try a little clarity, not to go into detail. Did the protection break or anything?
No.
It never come off?
No.
Okay. Just for the listeners, if you understand the situation a little bit, you know? Go on, go on, carry on, guys.
No. So I was just saying that so I can relate to Genius talking about sitting down and shitting himself. You know, really just be like on edge, because that's the most scariest thing. Cause it's like my life is over. You know, my life is over. So you have to really. And this is the thing. I weren't even being sexually. You know, like I weren't getting around town. Just one person, you know. But, you know, boy, it's dangerous, man. This is why God gives us these guidelines. Be married, one person. You know, certain things we think are the Bible's a load of nonsense, the Word of God's a load of nonsense. But like we've been told before, it's there for you, for your safety, man.
But you had one person and you still end up in a scary situation.
Yeah, man. Believe me, it's like, whew. I remember when the doctor called, like to tell me, tell me that you know, she did say you know, more than likely you don't have it, but because it's kind of sprung up, but I think it's a certain level. If it's really high, then they're like, yeah, it's more than likely you've got it. But if it's very low, it could just be a discrepancy. But that had me shitting myself. Literally, I went quiet on the phone. I was just thinking, my Lord.
Of course.
Yeah, my Lord.
And before we make you continue, Genius, just for the listeners again, we do a little research and we understand, say, even though Creative says she did think, say, if she did have it, her life was over. The beautiful thing is Creative and Genius are both at the test. And if them did get an early diagnosis, they would have been able to get medication, especially in this year time now, where you can still live a full life as long as you're on medication.
My God!
So I don't particularly mean no, so your life is over, but you must take care of yourself and move safe and pick the right partner for ensure so you don't catch any STI and especially HIV.
My God!
Go on, Genius.
Yeah, so there's been a few scenarios. I remember some years back about the nurse that was going around giving people HIV, sleep with these people and not telling them. And there was a newspaper article that hit the front page saying, if you have slept with this woman, you need to come forward. How would you feel if you see this newspaper article of this woman and you're like, bloody hell, you know you slept with that woman? What would you do?
Yeah, ask me that question, yeah?
Both of you. Do you know what that would do to me?
What?
Man, that would really mess me up, man, because the thing is, the story to that was this woman at the time, prior to what her experience, was in a committed relationship. Her partner cheated on her and gave her that death sentence, and she turned very, very bitter and had a vendetta now to go and get revenge. But she was getting revenge and giving it to all
One
people.
second. Hold on. One second. Sorry to be rude. You have to be careful for the listeners' sake when you label HIV is a death sentence because there's medication where you can live a full life. And we know say nobody don't want it, but people could be listening that could have it and they will take their medication and could get offended. You understand? So please, just be careful with the death sentence thing because in this year time now, like we say 2024, there is medication where you can live a full life. So it's not a death sentence, it's more of a inconvenience.
My God, my God, my God.
Okay. No, thanks for the correction. Yeah, thank you. You know, my good. You know, sorry, no insult intended. So yeah, this verse was put on blast, and they were saying people needed to come forward to get tested, and I don't think a lot of people didn't come forward. You know what I mean? Because you see, the problem you have now is if you are in a committed relationship, you're married with a partner, and you're playing, you know, you think you're the man or you think you're the woman, you're just fooling yourself, and you're going to at some point end up in a disastrous situation that is going to wreck your life, and then you're not going to be the so-called man. It's not worth it, man. Just for that 1 minute or 5 minute or 10 minute of pleasure, and it could cost your lifetime of hell. It's not worth it, man.
My God, my God, my God.
I mean,
Do you remember? I'm going to make it continue. Do you remember there was a time, I can't remember the exact date, but it must have been around maybe between 2003 or 2002 to about 2006. You remember there was a statistic where it said that in Europe, the borough of Lambert was had the highest HIV rate in the whole of Europe. You remember that?
My God, my God, my God.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, man, that was facts. We think it's still quite high in Lambert now still, you know. But remember them time it was the highest city, the highest borough in the whole of Europe when it comes to HIV. So people, you must be very careful because there is many people out there. And like me say, it's not necessarily a death sentence, but it all depends upon if you get tests regular, if you get your treatment early, you can live a fulfilling life. But if you're a person where feels you don't have it and you go there when you get sick and all them things there, boy, a big risk you take and your life can unfortunately get cut short. So just do the right thing, pick the right partner. If you feel you make a wrong move, then go to a clinic and go sort yourself out, man.
My God, my God, my God.
Carry on, genius. I'm sorry if you disturb you, sir. Your mic is off, sir.
So yes, I had my experiences, man, and you know, had I been told a lot of stuff from when I was, you know, even from my parents, my parents never taught me these things, so I had to go and learn through experience. And you know, to be honest with you, you know, initially when I first got my first STD, man, I was in tears because you always hear of other people, or you hear people getting it, but you never expect to be someone that would go through the experience. So it's not a pleasant experience, man. So I mean, because if you get things like herpes, it's not curable.
My God, my God, my God, my God.
And I can't remember the other one. Things like syphilis. These are serious stuff, man. You see what I mean? They're life changing. And the thing is, when you have these things, you're obligated to tell your partner. The worst thing you can do is keep quiet about this, and then when it's found out, you can get in serious trouble, man. You can get a long prison sentence for this because it's classed as, it's similar to, I believe, the HIV is classed as like murder. I'm sure. I remember, yeah, they class it as very, very serious because remember, it will affect the person's entire life for the rest of their life. They have to be on medication. That's what I mean.
My God, my God.
Especially if them can prove, so you didn't know about it. And you never clear it up, and you still decide to recklessly go sleep with your wife without protection, you definitely are going to get a long-term jail sentence.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. 100%. It's sad, man.
Crazy times we live in. You know? Can't tell no lie. My God! Janu Rasta. You know, people forget guidance. You know, and follow certain things. I say you definitely have to go on down the religious route, but really and truly, you need some kind of biblical or religious template in your life to make sure, say, you know, you honor certain things in the name of the Creator. And then, you know, due to them fears that you have of the Creator, you do the right thing and honor the word. You see it? And look after your partner, look after your them. You have guidance. When you run around and move loose, but you just create one big bomber clot mess. My God! You understand? So, let me ask you now. What do you think about this what we are talking about now? Do you think dating apps is influential in a lot of the promiscuity we are going in the modern society right here now? Anyone of you can answer first, you know. My God!
Yeah, definitely. Because when I was on POF back in the days, don't get me wrong.
Can you tell the listeners what POF is, please? In case
POF is plenty of fish.
My God! Thank you, Flower. Thank you.
You know, and I went on there because I weren't getting out much to mingle, to find anybody. But I remember like females would message me and they'd be like, oh, are you dating such and such a guy or such and such a guy? Because, you know, they're good at doing this or they're good at doing that.
Hold on. You know, get away with that, the light description. You have to explain what exactly you mean, because Uncle Cuthbert like to give the listeners them the truth, and you can't come with them light arted explanation where you try to give. Please.
So basically, I would have some women message me. Some would message me. I think they were kind of trying to find out if I liked girls or boys. Some would message me to just say, oh, have you dated like white guys because, you know, they do more things for you in certain departments and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I haven't dated anybody. To be fair, I did go on one date off POF, but it wasn't a sexual date. I went for a burger. And to be fair, even with that, I was debating. I got there so late because I was debating if I wanted to go or not. So I got there so late.
But it sound like them woman they were reach out to you. Them sound like them a pimp, like them a try pimp you, draw you in, for line you up with some man. I don't know what they were up to, but I just was, you know, polite enough. I just said, you know, it's not really my thing. It's not what I do, but thank you very much, and kept it moving, to be fair. But there was one time when a white lady, and no disrespect, let me make that clear, no disrespect, but she was just
white.
Just a description.
Yeah, she messaged me and she said, look, my partner, you know, he wouldn't mind someone extra in the bedroom, kind of thing. And I was like, hell no. I said, listen, lady, that's not the kind of thing I do. I'm sorry. What's that song? One dick to what's this? One thingy to my pum pum. Yeah, that song.
My God.
Lord forgive me, apology, genius. I know you don't like that kind of stuff, but it was the song. It was just a song. It's a song, a Jamaican reggae song, whatever. But
you know, say that we are talking about this. You know, say we have a few younger friends and obviously nephew and cousin and all them things there. That way you talk about this, you know, say that is a blood clot, very frequent thing we happen on dating site.
My God, that's what I'm saying. A lot of things happen to, you know, I gave up after a while. I said, you know what, this ain't it, because I know some men were like, oh, you know, we're on here looking for single baby mamas. You know, we know you ain't got nothing going on, type thing.
Allah, blood clot. Man, really message you and tell you that?
So some men have said that to me, that, you know, that this is what you know, goes down.
What kind of man that we do that?
They weren't necessarily saying it to me. They were just giving me a download of like what kind of goes on, you know. And they were like, "Look, mate, there's a lot of men on here. They know that single mamas come on here, and they you know, this is it. This is where they find them. You know, you're lonely. You're a single mum. Nothing's going on. So let's you know, make your dreams come true, or whatever it is they're after. So dating sites, I know that it's there to kind of help you find love, but at the same time, people are using it as a brothel, isn't it? It's like everyone's sleeping with everyone and dating everybody, and it's like it's a recipe for disaster. So I don't bother with dating sites anymore anyway, you know. So yeah, it's just not my thing. I'm like, nah, I've got standards. Yeah, I'm looking for a bit of love, but you know what, I do have standards.
Yeah, we understand. You're right still, you know. Like, we have a few people who give me feedback on them the dating site thing, and only for them fuck with them, you know, pop up. I mean, no, say, me the day say, well, plenty of fish when it start, it was proper. Like, you know, you can find love, but then the cockroach people, them start jump on it and start bring them nastiness, and next thing you know, the cockroach people, them expand, and the whole platform full up of them. You understand? So, you know, you go on there, look for love, and people are sending you cocky picture and pum picture and sexual proposal, and want fly you to Dubai and do all kind of madness with you and send you back mash up and all of these blood clot things. And certain women out there really give it up, and certain men out there really give it up. And when you look for love now, you go on there innocent, and if you're not careful, you leave off the damage, because when you realize the amount that you go on there looking for love, the amount of contact where you get, where people now look for love, they might look for your fuck. And they must send you this and send you that. The longer you stay upon there, you go confirm in your mind. And you might take up the proposal. And even if there's no strings attached and you enjoy the proposal, next thing you know, is you back upon it and message people I try fulfill your dirty blood clot kink.
No, it's true. To be fair, you know, just to jump in one quick time so that Genius can speak as well. When you said that, I remember the time when some guy on there messaged me talking about, he does massages for women. And they go to his house and they get massages. He does, you know, and he, you know, like you're naked and he does his massages and stuff like that. And I was like, so you're not worried about getting AIDS or an STD and stuff like that? Oh, he checks himself. Sometimes he sleeps with them, sometimes he doesn't. And he was like, oh, you know, you fit the bill and I should come along. I just said to him, not happening, mate. Said, no, thank you. I'll pass, hard pass. Do you know what I mean?
So, like, the dating app is definitely the devil's world.
Thank you. And the joke about it, he wasn't even showing his face. So more than likely he had something, and you're not showing your face because you're going around giving people things. And then they can't find you to say, look, this is the man that's giving me this or giving me that. And you're in problems. So, yeah, just lay off the dating sites. If you want love, mate, you're better off walking around the supermarket. I'm not suggesting you do that. You know, I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying that might be a safer option. But that nothing's safe these days because you don't know who is who.
My God. Real talk. Genius, what you say?
Boy,
dating apps, how you feel about them?
I just think that they're very dangerous because the thing is, you don't know who the hell you're talking to. Different personalities. You could be a serial killer for all you know. So I mean, a paedophilist. So I mean, all these things. People lie about who they are. People put up fake profiles, fake pages. You know what I mean? It's better that people do it the old school way, how I did it. You see somebody like, hi, this, I mean, you talk, if they don't want to talk, you keep it moving. But this blind dating and plenty of fish, and yeah, it's caused a lot of problems, because even you hear of cases of people going missing. They go to meet someone they've not met before, they go missing. So, you know, a friend of mine about 10 years ago went to get married to someone she never met before, and I said to her, "This is madness. It don't make sense."
Hold on. How that happened? How she managed to get catching on it the one there?
From Facebook. This person sweet talking her to the point that she's getting married to someone she's not even met in the physical.
From which country? You can remember?
The person was in Nigeria. She was here in the UK.
My God. So how that play out?
Played out horrific, because she ended up getting stood up on the day that she's supposed to get married.
What do you mean? So she go down there and him not there?
She gave him money, and he was supposed to he was supposed to come over. She was supposed to meet him in the airport, and he never turned up.
My God.
She was speaking to this person for 6 months. And how do you get married to someone that you've not even met physically? You've not even met him yet.
We can't tell you why. How old is your friend?
Probably my age, actually.
Wow, she young. All right. There come a time, with woman especially, with man too, but woman especially. And the reason why we say woman especially, because the biological clock, the ability to have picnic, give birth, the clock is against you. You understand?
Yeah.
So there come a time when a woman enter in her 30s, and I call it the desperate phase. My God. You understand? Creative, you laugh. Listen, you can learn something from the wise one, you know. The desperate stage, when, like we said, them 30, they know say them have 5, maybe 6 if them lucky year, where them can make baby without, we can say, problems. You understand? So baby can come out properly, no physical problem and all them things there. You understand? When them get desperate like that, you know, and then can't find man in a them jurisdiction, area where them live, anybody start talk to them on the internet, or them go on holiday, man sweet romance them, and all them things there, them would usually respond to them offer in a way that is different from how them usually respond, because them in at the desperate stage. My God. You understand? That is how your friend get catch up. Because we see many women get into the desperate zone, you know, them years there. And we see them do a whole heap of fuckery. This woman get married to man abroad. Them not even live abroad, you know. Them live in England. Them come back. Them go back once a year. And them fucking foolish enough to believe, say, the man who is abroad, I go be loyal to them and now put him balls elsewhere. My God. It's fucking crazy, man. You understand? So go on, Genius. Carry on. Your microphone off, sir.
Yeah, that situation, man, was it was very, very upset. I think I lost contact with the person, but I told them, and they were bitter. But you know,
can you tell them the truth?
Huh?
Because you tell them the truth.
Not bitter towards me, but just bitter. And I said, and she goes, you know what, she just needed to make that mistake herself. But she give money to this person, man, sending this person money. Wow. Then, who was it? A next friend of mine, her partner worked for the United Nations doing some sort of, I can't remember what he was doing, but he was away abroad. And she felt ill. And she didn't know what it was, but she was ill, and then she decided to go. After a while, she decided to go and get tested out, and she found out she got H.I.V, man. My God. Yeah, man. Yeah, when she told me, I couldn't believe it because she had just given birth to a son, and I think the partner obviously was abroad, been working abroad for a while. Obviously, would come every so often. When she got the results, she told him because she not playing about. So just I mean, she's living, she's doing her part, just living clean, and she told him and rang him, and he basically said to her, just live your life. No interest whatsoever. Just live your life.
So that means he definitely give it to her.
Yeah. So we were talking like 15 years ago. I was in contact with her, and you see stuff like that. You can't even. There was not any words I had. I just felt sad for her, man, because what do you say to someone like that? She turned very bitter, man. She turned very bitter, very sour from that experience,
That is a very important example where you give still, because it shows you when you pick the wrong man, or some people end up in a situation where some women end up in a situation where they have man where domestically abuse them, or some rape them, or some con them out of money, and all of them example when me give is bad, but when you get them terminal illness there from a partner, although me always spout say there's medication we can make you, live a fulfilled life. That is our husband.
Yeah.
So she don't know really and truly to her husband, and she how long with him for how long? How long she with him?
Couple of years.
Oh, a couple of years. Okay.
But it was cheating, man.
So all right. So them was together for a good few years before they actually get married.
Yeah. He was just working abroad. That's why this is where it probably. He was working.
Him could have infected her from years before.
No, but what it is because she just noticed that she became ill. So that's when she acted upon what she was going through at that time.
But that means I said, when you become ill, that means that the thing kick in proper. So you could have had it for all years. You understand?
Okay.
That's why you have to test yourself regular when it comes to HIV, because when you have it in the early stages, I talk about a good few years, no symptom no come, But after a while you start get like all, me can't say, but say several years, you start get cold, you get sick, you understand? You start feel weak, you start get some skin situation and all them thing there. And that could have been what she had got through. Then she tests herself and find it and it's new to her, but she could have had it from a long time. You understand? So that means that she could have all passed the point where she could have taken medication to slow the thing down because it already kick in. So you have to be careful. You understand? Because what we know about HIV is I can't remember, them have like a blood count. So if somebody have HIV and you sleep with them, if them just get it and them blood count is low, that means that the HIV is not in them blood enough to infect you. But if you sleep with somebody who have HIV and the blood count is high, you understand? Then no, there's a chance that them can infect you. You understand? And when it's high, that means that you start get the illness. You understand what I say? So you have to work out these things and learn about these things and test yourself on a yearly basis. If you test yourself on a yearly basis, if a year go by and then you find out you have it, you can still take your medication and live a good life because a year is nothing. But if you not test yourself because you're married, and even though your man go abroad and stay abroad for a year or a month or whatever, the likelihood is him would have do him thing wrong there and come back and bring you something. Next thing you know, you have infection.
My God!
So you have to pick the right man, because in this your time now, you know so how much man is out there with refuse to wear condom? Yeah? From we did younger, there was man out there like that. But we did see some content from the internet today where a man was from a podcast and him work within the field where you know them statistics there. And him say that amongst the young youths them, enough of them have HIV. And him say something like he was working with a bunch of youths and them say they want to come to him event. And them tell him say the whole of them we want to go to the event. Them hang around together because them all have HIV. My God. You understand? So remember these are youth here, them ignorant, them not listen to things that big people tell them. So if we see HIV grow, or we see man, or we see a few women who said them not like the feeling of latex, so them now wear no condom. Yeah. These are youth here, we're more ignorant and not listen to nobody and just take risk all the time because them not take no accountability. Them are going to be even worse when it comes to being protected. You see it? My God. Why, Genius, a sad story with your friend that's still, I just hope, say, God bless her and keep her strong, but carry on, so.
Yeah, man. So that was it, man. That was it.
Boy, a mad time we live in. But as we are getting at the sexual transmitted infection thing and all that, we just want to read some stats. Understand about sexual transmitted infections. So, syphilis in the space of a year in the UK, cases have risen by 76%. My God. Chlamydia in the UK since last year, the cases has risen by 36%. My God. Gonorrhea in Britain or the UK since last year, the cases has risen 80.6%. My God. H.I.V. since last year in the UK, cases have risen by 22%. My God. So things are fly around. You understand? And when we are talking about syphilis, 76% rise in the space of a year. And we are talking about gonorrhea, 80.6% rise in a year. That means a beer fucking a go on. And no condom a go on. So, whether you are a big woman, big man, teenage woman, teenage man, put boots on. You understand?
Yeah.
Make your partner put the boot on if you're a woman. Go clinic. We're not living at the times where you can meet somebody, fancy them and feel say them clean. And take the risk. Because you're in the mood at that your time, where you can say, you know what, me I go to sleep with them, I have no condom, no, but me I go do me thing and just test myself tomorrow. I know that the blood clot time we are living. My God. Any man, any woman, any age, any partner you're interested in, don't blood clot touch them until you and them go to clinic together and the both of you see your results together. My God. That should go on. You understand? Why would you think about them stats there?
Shocking.
That's craziness.
Tell you, say younger generation, and of course them stats involve adult. You understand? But at the time where we live in, because at the end of the day as well, when you really think about it properly, even the adult them, when them 30s, 40s, late 20s, things we never do, we never go on dating app, creative, you say you get the offer them of the woman, say she or a man like something different, him like something traffical to be involved. Big people getting on the bed sheet in a manner like them a teenager. You understand? And that's why you see the rising of them start there, you know. And we have to be very careful. Because even though you might see somebody and you might like them and you might take the risk, you have to understand, you know, it's not just about you and them.
It's true.
When the two of them get together, all of the people them where you sleep with in the past, if you not test yourself, and all of the people them where him sleep with in the past, if him not test himself, put all of the percentage of risk of them and calculate them all together and fling them all in a one box. That's the number where you have to worry about when it comes to, you know, a catch infection.
My God! Right, so deep. It's true.
You understand?
That's deep. That's very deep.
So it's not just about you too. If people not test themselves, the number is very, very high. The chances is very, very high. You understand? And people appear. People appear for the one time when they make a decision will end up being fatal. My God! Also remember this. Even though if you keep yourself safe, when you contract certain things, you know, and you find out, say, you contract certain things, even if it's something like mental health or cancer, something with no S.T.I, let alone S.T.I, if you get told, say you now have H.I.V, and you is not an active person where you put a life insurance on yourself and your family, when you find out that you want to go get life insurance now, you get fucked, because life insurance now go blood clot touch you. My God! Because the probability of you passing away is gone high. You understand? And that is not a business transaction that them will be interested in.
Yeah, it's true.
So it affects many things. That means your picnic are going to suffer. When you're gone, your picnic them are going to suffer because no payment to go on. My God! They have to find funeral money for you. My God! You understand? Pay for your headstone. My God! Everything. So, remember, everything you do as an adult, you must be responsible with your life, you know. Don't move careless and reckless. Move safe. You understand me? Because a lot of things are going out here. Remember, we have things like OnlyFans. We're gone from dating up to OnlyFans. You understand?
Yeah.
All that too. Because a whole heap of women out there, them on the internet, and I do all kind of footage, and I hide them face for people to watch, and they make money. Then you come meet them, you don't know, so she depend on OnlyFans. You understand? So again, your chances them gone high. My God! You understand? You don't know if the man where you meet if you're a woman, sleep with woman, pan OnlyFans, or sleep with prostitute, or go a strip club and go fuck the stripper after him pay extra money. My God! You don't know if the man where you date is secretly sleeping with another man. You don't know. And remember, enough of you women out there, you know, no love your pretty boy them, you know. I mean, I tell no lie. A lot of the pretty boy them out there, with the woman them like, them have secret. Cause a man like them and call them pretty boy too. My God! You understand?
I like mine a little rough. I don't really do
even the rough one them, because the thing is associated with prison. Enough man were gone to prison. Keep
Definitely.
up with the man and man behavior, and don't tell you. If they want to keep up with the man and man behavior, I feel them business. Don't affect me. You understand? But where it affect you, where it affect me, where it affect everybody, is when them decide them not gonna be transparent. Them not tell you. My God! Because
it's true.
I know somebody who work in a sexual health clinic, and them tell me, say, when people walk in at the door, them ask them, that are the question now where them have to ask you. You sleep with, if you're a man and you gone in there, you sleep with man. And if you say no, because you're embarrassed and you don't want to be transparent, them are going to test you. But when them test you, them are going to test you as if you only sleep with woman. So when the test come back clean, you might feel so you're clean. Them might feel so you're clean. And them send you where? But you never tell them so you sleep with man. So you're not blood clot clean. My God. Because when you sleep, when you're a man and you sleep with man, they have to test you extra. You understand? That them tell me. That's why they have to ask the question, because there's a lot of people out there, especially now in the African Caribbean community, that secretly sleep with man and go back home to them wife and infect them wife. So mine where you run down the man where everybody want, because enough of them have secret.
Run down my bed.
And if you run down the man where everybody want, you have to remember the probability of them sleeping around with more women means the higher the risk that you are going to catch some. My God.
Deep conversation, Cuthbert. It's so true. So true. This is really a bit of valid topic. It's so needed topic.
100%. You can't play with your life out here right now, Star. You know, you can't. You understand? You know? So, we feel so we are going to close up. Do you guys have anything you want to tell the listeners before we go? I think the two of you can manage one short, nice, sweet message to send them away with. You know?
Yeah, just be careful and make sure you know the person that you get involved with very, very carefully.
Yeah, I just think about your future. You know, you're having a laugh today, but tomorrow, as we know, is not promised. So just be wise in the decisions that you make.
My God. Definitely, thank you. Very wise words. And I will add, we know say lust. When you're addicted to lust, not an easy thing, you know.
Come on, Cuthbert.
You understand? So, whether you're addicted to lust and you have it on a regular basis, or you don't have it at all, when you meet your match, or you feel like, you want to do something with that person, you know. Even if you're on the spot, please, find some self-discipline. Find some restraint. Find some resistance where you don't make the mistake of sleeping with that person deaf on the spot. Please. My God. Make sure you tell that person, I want to do something with you, but I value myself and I value my safety, and this ain't about you. Even if me have to lose you when me say this, I feel your blood clot business. But you have to go to a clinic with me and we take a test together and we see the results together, and after them come through, you put on condom and then we do what we have to do. My God.
True.
Please, just look after yourself, because this is skin addiction, flesh addiction, S.T.I, loose behavior, ungodliness, devil behavior. It about, you know, and it not skip nobody. My God. So, I am going to thank Creative Thoughts and Geniusdan for joining the boss, Uncle Cuthbert, for this episode, yeah? Hope you take away something from the episode, because we touched base. You understand? Yeah?
True.
We went deep. So if you know how the thing go. So understand what we say. And please, take action. Look after yourself. Keep yourself safe. Yeah? And we'll see you next week upon the next episode of the Triggered Thoughts podcast.
Yo, what you take this thing for? You listening to the Triggered Force podcast, blood.
Trust me,
Yeah.